so tired of these small commentary channels always coming after me. Like, these talk the most shit, and their content is some of the worst content I've ever seen on
Well,
YouTube.
Jalyn, meet one of those small commentary YouTubers who's going to make a video on Jalyn, also known as Jaden, is a smallish commentary YouTuber who has about 226k subscribers and posts stuff about Minecraft content in a commentary format. And over the past year, Jalyn has been known to say a lot of controversial stuff. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a deeper dive into some of these tweets and a few of Jalyn's videos. Now, I'm not going to be focusing a lot on the content side because I feel it's unfair to judge someone on their content, especially someone like Jalyn, who a lot of the controversial stuff has been said on Twitter and short little mini videos. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So like I said in the intro, Jalyn has said a lot of controversial stuff on the platform Twitter. One of these infamous tweets read as, "Why are religious people so sensitive?" Now, I feel like if you're treading in the grounds of religion, you must have balls of absolute steel to talk about religion in that sort of way, because if you're going to talk about religion in that way, you've got to have concrete evidence or concrete point to back yourself up in that sort of situation. Then following the tweet up with, "I want religion gone and I hope World War II happens to all religious people," isn't a really strong point. To be honest, I don't know what I'm saying. There is no point there. It's not really an opinion. It's just to piss people off who have religious beliefs for no reason at all except to piss people off. And then to really double down and prove the point, Jalyn compares religion as believing in being a Nazi or a communist. What? To be honest, I don't know how you can compare being a Nazi and being religious as the same thing and then double down on your statement. I think it's one of the most disrespectful statements I've ever shown on my channel. For no reason. There is no reason Jalyn had to do this whatsoever. But of course, no, it doesn't stop there. Jalyn then continues to call people that are religious weak-minded and just weak in general. I don't get why this opinion has come from. It wasn't like Jalyn was attacked for her belief. It just a random tweet. And then just to really piss off people more, she just put, "Didn't realise there's a lot of religious people in the commentary community. I've got to block all these losers." Just, again, there's no really need for this, and to be honest, diving deeper into this, it just shows how pathetic Jalyn is, that if someone else is religious or has a different opinion to Jalyn, she physically can't cope with it. Jalyn has had multiple mental breakdowns on Twitter. Some of these include religious aspects like I've just shown you, but some of the other ones that have been very popular recently have been ones about views. The tweet on screen right now is a tweet you would expect a commentator to put out, a responsible tweet talking about how hard it is to see a 10 out of 10 and how hard it is to see that because of how much effort you put into videos. What followed up next is not a very commentary YouTuber thing to do. What the fuck, my new video did terrible while I'm loading for a couple of days. Now, the picture is of a video of Jalyn's channel that did quite poorly for the Jalyn channel. Now, I find this very funny because it's very hypocritical, as only a few days before, Jalyn had been talking about how easy it is to get caught up in the views. What the fuck happened in the space of like 2 days? What ensued was an absolute shit show, in my opinion. A fairly normal tweet responded to Jalyn. Well, what can happen with that tweet? This can happen. An absolute fucking power trip on a mad scale. I don't get how you could be that angry to say something like that. There's just no reason for it at all, except Jalyn being overly sensitive, and I find that hilarious because you're a fucking commentary YouTuber. Get over it. Also, I find this the time to mention that the screenshots I'm using in today's video are gathered from a range of different YouTubers using screenshots of Jalyn's Twitter account, as Jalyn's account got deleted. Either Jalyn deleted it or Twitter absolutely fucking wiped it off the platform. Either way, I've just wanted to let you know, just in case you recognise some of these tweets from one of your favourite creators. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. After that, Jalyn threw all of her toys out of her pram and just went absolutely ballistic, saying that she has to work on a tight schedule and has to work on a shitty low-paid job, when realistically, getting the views that you have shown, you're getting a lot of money from YouTube. I find it absolutely hilarious how you're complaining about doing a low-paid job when you're also a YouTuber who gets an substantial amount of money from YouTube themselves. You're a high-privileged YouTuber. Get over yourself. And then Jalyn did a tweet talking about how all of the other smaller commentary YouTubers and just YouTubers in general coming after Jalyn, saying that she doesn't care about the content she does or that her success isn't worthy, blah, 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 blah. Basically, just getting angry that people dislike her. That is it. I find it absolutely incredible how Jalyn acts like such a baby. Jalyn then went on to make a few Twitter videos about smaller commentators criticizing her for her content and her tweets.
Tired of these small commentary channels always coming after me. Like, these talk the most shit, and their content is some of the worst content I've ever seen on YouTube.
Most videos have a combination of 3 elements that make them good: visuals, audio, and commentary.
You're boring. You're boring.
You take 2 months to make a crappy video that no one cares about on a subject that no one cares about. So yeah, of course your video is not gonna do well. See, when you actually become a YouTuber, you understand supply and demand. And if you want to make this a business, you want to make this a full-time job, you need to upload daily content. Every single YouTuber is competing with every other YouTuber. So if you don't upload daily, the algorithm will promote other people over you. I don't need to put 2 months into every single video. I don't. It's not necessary.
She just basically has a full go at smaller commentators trying to have fun or make their way through YouTube. And I love the phrase that when you become a YouTuber, because I feel like if you are posting on YouTube and you're putting editing time into it, you are a YouTuber. Just get over yourself. Just because someone isn't getting paid as much or they've got a smaller subscriber count to you does not mean they're not a YouTuber. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous how baby Jalyn is and how she just hates anyone that has different opinions to her. I'm briefly going to touch on the mental health aspect of Jalyn. And the fact is that Jalyn has suffered with a lot of mental health issues, and even coming out saying that she was bisexual in a Twitter long, and then also going on a few months later to say that she came out as trans. And I think these are brilliant things that I feel like if she's feel comfortable to express to everyone, I think that's great. But what I don't think is great is using them as an excuse to just post more shit stuff on Twitter. Because that's what happened. It was just a shield. Now, fair enough, if you want to post that stuff on Twitter and come out, and that's all good, because I feel like everyone has the right to do that. But then going on to just basically just splurt a load of shit out of your arsehole straight after is not the appropriate thing to do at all. I'm gay, but I didn't feel it necessary to use it as sort of a defense mechanism to show while I'm doing that. But I get that some people, if they're hiding that or they're enclosing themselves in that little bubble, that it can be frustrating and you can have mental breakdowns. And fair enough, you've got to cut people some slack. But at the same time, I just do not agree with a lot of stuff Jalyn has said. Now, there's a lot of other stuff that Jalyn has said on Twitter, like the whole Optimus situation, but I'm not going to cover that because Optimus has covered that in a 40-minute video, and that has all been dealt with, or semi-dealt with, I should say. But I'm not going to cover that. There are plenty of other videos detailing that in specific detail that you can go and watch if you're interested in more of that side of the subjects. But to be honest, I just want to show Jalyn for Jalyn and the channel of Jaden.
Jalyn is a content creator I consider myself to be friends with. That's why I hope this video and the criticism within it is taken on board by them, and they consider their approach again and reconsider how they've handled this situation thus far, as to say the least, it's been abhorrent. Jalyn released a video, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, where they very clearly monetized and capitalized upon a person being diagnosed with cancer.
So what Jalyn did was basically monetize off Technoblade's cancer video. This all started with Jalyn basically tweeting about people milking Technoblade's cancer video, which is fair enough if she wasn't such a big hypocrite. She then released a video called I Feel Awful for Technoblade, which detailed the stuff about people milking the situation for views and stuff about Technoblade's cancer, which I find absolutely disgusting. Why the fuck would you ever make a video on someone who's got cancer, who's just come out with cancer? It's clear it was just basically a clout chasing. A clear clout chase to just get the money and run with it. That was it. That was the whole premise of the video, and it's so blatantly obvious to see.
I feel awful for Technoblade. Now, before we get into the video, I just wanted to say that any money this video does make will be donated to charity.
Then there was no evidence of that ever given at all. Just that throwaway line at the beginning to make this video okay, which this video flat out is not okay.
Why the heck people would do this? The guy was diagnosed with cancer, and the first thing you're gonna do is go to Twitter and
just generally, I feel like there's already enough added stress of having cancer. You don't need to make a video about it at all. Like, send a tweet of condolences, get it. Like, what? Like, there's no reason to make a whole commentary video on it, still put ads on it, claim the money, say it's going to charity, and then give no fuck proof. Like, what the actual fuck? I'm not really going to cover this, but I just thought I'd mention it. Jalyn got into a situation where she said that she would strike someone, falsely strike someone. Like, generally, how low can you get when someone's calling you out or making a video on you, and then you falsely strike them just to get your own back? Generally, one of the most pathetic moves I think I've ever seen a YouTuber pull. And the reason was that you were insecure. You were insecure because the photo you posted online was getting used in a video. Like, the actual fuck. You flagged a video because you posted a photo online and they used it and you didn't like it. To that point, you are a literal 2-year-old crying over not getting your favourite kind of ice cream. Jalyn made a video saying that she was done with Twitter. Now, I just wanted to discuss this for a little bit because I feel like it's very hypocritical of what Jalyn says in the video, to be honest. Very hypocritical.
Because this app and everyone who uses this app is incredibly toxic.
You did look at your Twitter profile, right? You do know what you've tweeted and what you've done, because I feel like, looking at this from a greater perspective, you're probably one of the most toxic people I've ever seen on Twitter, ever. You can't come at people for being toxic on Twitter when you have tweeted stuff about religion and telling people to kill themselves.
Reason. And then you have the political side of Twitter, which I'm not even gonna get into because that's just a complete cesspit.
Wait, hold on. You are the person that tweeted about all that religious stuff, right? It's not just me thinking you did that.
I could make a post saying, wow, my new video didn't do well, and I'm kind of upset. And then I'll get attacked by 100 people for absolutely no reason. There's, like, no reason for people to go out of their way to do.
Why the actual hell would you use a real life example that happened to you to describe that? Because you were the one that said people shouldn't get wrapped up in views, and then you did that exact same thing. That's why people came after you, not because you just tweeted how bad you were feeling about the views. That's not what happened at all. Now, a lot of you might be wondering why I've made this video, and to be honest, it's because Jalyn's been on my radar for absolutely ages. And to be honest, I felt like it was a time where I could make a video on Jalyn. Now, Jalyn's probably never going to see this, because Jalyn eats small commentary YouTubers for dinner. She shits on them, okay? She absolutely vomits on them. She projectile vomits on them so hard that she flags their content, okay? She's never going to see this video, and in the small chance she does, hello Jalyn, whatever, fuck you, that's it. To be honest, I just wanted to cover the controversy of Jalyn because I feel like there's so much there, and I wouldn't be doing my job as a commentator if I didn't cover that sort of stuff. But it isn't like this isn't recent stuff. There's a literal tweet from December 12th calling this person a fat shit for no reason apart from just jealousy and being pissed. That is it, because that is Jalyn being a fucking crybaby. Honestly, thinking about deacting permanently, I hate this app. I hate the commentary community. Everyone wants to bring each other down. It's sad what the community has become. Everyone will end up eating each other anyway. I find this very hypocritical again. I found throughout this video, the one character trait is being a hypocritical bitch. That is what's happened. How can you say that you're fed up with the commentary community trying to take everyone down when you're doing the exact same thing? You did the exact same thing with fucking religion. Oh no, Jalyn's upset again.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
It becomes absolutely apparent that after looking through videos of Jalyn and tweets of Jalyn, Jalyn has no respect for anyone. Jalyn's opinions are based. Jalyn is a crybaby. And that's it. Jalyn made a video on Basherverse's death, and you know what she did? She slapped those ads on it.
The YouTuber Basherverse has passed away after losing his battle with COVID-19. Now, if you
I'm not really going to be talking about the accusations Basherverse received, because they are really bad accusations. Cahoots with minors, misconduct with minors, etc. Now, yes, he was accused of doing this, and there was proof, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Skipping over that, I still don't think it's right to make a commentary video straight after he's passed away. The whole video is just Jalyn going through messages and statements written from the family of this guy who has passed away. It then came out from a commentary called Harley TBS. I haven't had much contact with him apart from one sentence. And he came out and shared a screenshot, and it showed that Jalyn actually monetized this video on a guy that passed away. In this situation, it doesn't really matter what Basherverse did at all. It's the circumstances that Jalyn monetized content about a person that had died and profited off him. That's where it crosses the line, and that's what I want to talk about, because how the fuck do you think that's acceptable to do that? It doesn't matter what the video is on or who the video is on. If they've passed away and you're monetizing off of that, that is absolutely disgusting. Genuinely, I have covered everything on Jalyn that I could find and every incident I could find. Now, yes, I've probably missed little incidences, but there is nothing major I don't think that I have missed. If I have missed something, please feel free to comment down below what I have missed, and I'll make sure to cover it in a future video if I need to. So thank you for watching today's video. I'm just going to leave you on the note of this video that I've seen circulating online.
I just want money. Tons and tons of money. I want to be mega billion trillionaire like Moist Critical. He makes billions and trillions and just money, okay? I want to make money. So just subscribe. Follow, like, share, comment. Yeah, subscribe. Subscribe for V-Buck now.